Hey guys, so recently I've been loving the shade Cobalt, and apparently it's the shade of the summer and I love it. I think it's a really beautiful, deep, rich blue shade, and blue is my favorite color. So I thought I would play around and show you guys one way that you can wear it in the daytime that's super easy, really wearable, not like super out there like this one is. And then I would show you one way to take Cobalt in the night, which is what I'm wearing on my face right now. So yeah, if you are curious and want to see how you can wear Cobalt in the day and also in the night, then let's jump in. Okay, so for the first day look, I'm going to take some tape and just kind of create a wing here. Okay, so I'm going to prime my eyes now. I've said this for like the last 3 months, but I'm still almost out of this little baby. Alright, and I'm going to be diving into my Sephora Pro palette. This is the editorial one. It's the one with all of the bright colors, and I love it. Y'all, these palettes are like so heavy duty. They're so heavy and just feel like such great quality. I love the packaging as well. I think the really cool holographic is really awesome in the matte black. So you open it up and you get these shades here, and it comes with this little insert that has all the colors on it. Alright, so first I'm going to be using the Sephora Pro Cool palette, and I love these. I love the packaging, the silver compared to the bright palette has the blue. They feel so heavy duty and so nice. So I'm going to first set down that primer. I'm going to be using this shade right here. This is Latte. I'm just going to use this Zoeva 227 brush and just fluff that all over the lid. I know it's so weird that I bought the cool toned one and the bright one and not the warm one, but I just felt like, you know, it's beautiful, and honestly I probably would have bought it if my store had still had it, and the reason I didn't buy it online is because I just feel like I've kind of done the warms lately. Like I've kind of almost overdone them. Like I did the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. I did the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. It's time to play with some cool tones and jazz it up a little bit with some brights. So that's what we're going to do. I think these shades are really beautiful. I haven't swatched any of them or played with any of them yet, but that shade went on really nicely. But I'm going to take my 224 and I'm going to take the shade that's right next to it. This is Flax, and there's a lot of kick up with these, but they're very soft. I can deal with kick up a little bit, but as long as the colors are nice. I'm just going to buff this into my crease. Again, holding the palette here. I don't know. I don't know why I do that. I really truly don't know why I do that. Just a weird habit I picked up, I guess. This is one of the first cool palettes that like made me want to get it. A lot of the cool palettes lately have just been so-so. Like this is the first one that I was like, yeah, like I could work with that. And I think that's kind of what made me want to get it and kind of switch up the game a little bit. Okay, so super easy. And now I'm just going to take my NYX Vivid Brights Liquid Aligner, and this is in the shade Vivid Sapphire, and I'm going to line my eyes with this. This stuff is so liquidy, which is fine. It just like gets all up in my eyelashes. And now I'm just going to draw on that wing, following the tape. I'm just going to keep making little adjustments until I get it to the desired length and thickness that I want it to be. Alright, and because this eyeliner is so liquidy, I'm going to let it dry before I peel off the tape, just because I know that if I do, it's going to smear everywhere, and we do not want that. But I'm going to dive back into my Cool palette here, and if I can open it, and I'm just going to take a little bit of this shade here. This is, yes, this is Tulle, and I'm just going to get a little bit on my pinky finger. It's a really pretty shimmery champagne-y color, and I'm just going to dab this right in the inner corner. The only problem with this palette is that you can see like fingerprints and stuff all over it, but like the oils from your fingers and stuff, but that's kind of fine. I don't really matter. That doesn't really matter to me. Alright, so now that that has had a chance to dry down, I'm just going to peel my tape off and reveal a nice clean wing. So for the rest of my face, I'm going to be using my Benefit Professional Primer. I had a jerk chicken wrap for lunch and my lips are on fire. Like I was like really afraid that I was gonna look in the mirror and they were gonna be bright red. For foundation, I'm going to be using the new Tarte Clay Stick Foundation. This is the shade Medium Neutral, so hopefully it works out. It looked like it was going to be pretty good in the store, but I just swatched, so we'll see, because like I said, I'm too damn lazy to do the Color IQ thing, because seriously, it just takes so long. And most of the time I go in there, I have makeup on, so. It doesn't look like it's going to be too bad. If anything, it's going to be just a little too yellow. But it went on super smooth. Unlike the Anastasia one, it kind of tugs at my face a little bit. So we'll see how this goes. I haven't really heard a lot about this. So I don't know if it's going to be for like oily skin or dry skin or what the deal is. But it feels pretty nice on my skin. Yeah, it's just a little too yellow, but it's workable. I'm using this Zoeva 104 brush. This is my favorite brush to use for stick foundations. It looks kind of bad on my nose, but my nose, like I said, it's like in that blistery stage where it's about to peel, but it's like just really dry and crinkly. So I'm not judging it off of that. It's just kind of a happenstance kind of thing. It's definitely a little yellow, but I think the shade is right. I just need to get a different undertone. It's not like super full coverage, so I'm going to try to build some up where I have some redness on my cheeks here. It really doesn't look bad though. It's kind of not sticking everywhere, but like I said, my face is like atrocious right now, so the home phone is ringing again. That's the second time this week, and it's only, I guess it's, yeah, that's the second time it's like rang during a video, and this is only my second time filming this week. Like, it literally never rings. What the heck? For concealer, I'm going to use the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This is in the shade Cannelle. Hopefully this works as well. It's so hard for me to buy new face makeup when I'm like a little bit darker than usual. But this is what it looks like. I think this is the one that's like light with peach undertones. I can't remember. This is Light 275. So I'm just going to take this Zoeva 142 brush and dip it straight in the pot and go to town. This shade actually looks really nice. I actually really like this. At least on my skin, I don't recommend wiping it because it is, at least on my skin, it's kind of showing brush strokes. But this is really, I'm impressed. This actually looks really nice. Do you guys have that problem where when you get your eyebrows waxed for like the first couple days, your makeup like does not want to stick at all to the new skin? All right. I do not hate that at all, my friends, at all. All right, so to set all of that down, I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Velvetizer. I really like this. I just feel like you have to kind of shake it to get it in the jar a little bit because oh my god, maybe I did that a little too much. So I'm going to take this L'Oreal sponge. I like this sponge, but I don't love it for foundation. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this and set that concealer. I'm so impressed with this powder. It literally like is so beautiful. It just makes like flawless. Like my under eyes look completely flawless right now. Like it literally looks airbrushed. It is very finely milled, so don't inhale it. That will not be good. So I'm just going to take a little bit more on my Sephora brush here, my large powder brush, and just set down the rest of my face so that, oh my god, so that all parts look equally as flawless. And let's all just agree to continue ignoring my lizard skin and my ugly ass nose. Alright, to finish off the face, I'm going to be using my Marc Jacobs Tantastic Omega Bronzer. And I'm going to use a MAC 140S brush with this. I know a lot of people don't like to use this brush for bronzer, but I like it, so whatever. I feel like, wait, no. I don't know if you guys can see this, but like my foundation has been completely picked up by that brush. Oh my gosh. I've used this brush so many times and it's never done that. I cannot believe the foundation is not sticky. Oh, y'all. Oh my gosh. Alright, so I even, like, what? I even set this. This foundation is not, like, sticking to my face. It's actually just, everything I put on top of it is just picking up the product completely and, like, wiping it off. Oh my gosh. I've never seen that happen before, where I just put product on top of it and it just picks it all up. Especially when I already, like, set it and everything. That is the weirdest thing. So this foundation might be getting a pass. I'll have to play with it some more, but I don't know about that. I'm taking my Essence Satin Touch Blush in the shade Satin Love, and this is on a Luxie 640 brush. Oh yeah. This is like totally being picked up. The whole, like, what? What? I've literally never had this happen before. Like, I don't even know. That's the weirdest thing. For highlight, I'm going to be using my Essence Pure Nude highlighter and this Real Techniques brush. It's still, oh my god. I need to just shut up. This is horrible. So horrible. Wow. Okay, moving on. I'm going to be using my Benefit Cobalt brow pomade to do my brows. Okay, so brows are done, and I'm going to dive back into my Cool palette here. And I'm going to take a little bit more of that color Tulle because we covered up our inner corner highlight with the concealer. And I'm just going to put that in the inner corner here. I love this shade. It's so pretty. It has like pink and gold and silver reflex. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that on this Zoeva 234 brush and put this underneath that brow bone there. Alright, and I'm going to take a little bit of that shade Flax again, and on that same Zoeva brush, I'm just going to very lightly apply this to the bottom lash line. Alright, and I'm going to be using Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara on the top and bottom lashes. For lips, I'm going to be using this L'Oreal lip gloss. I'm not sure what this is called. I'm sorry, but it's in the shade 183 Pink Resistance, and it's in this gold tube. It's kind of like a lip stain, but it feels really nice on the lips. Alright guys, so this is the look that I came up with for a more everyday wearable look using Cobalt Blue. I think it's super simple. It's really pretty, especially for the summer. This blue eyeliner is speaking to me, and I really like it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this look, and let's jump into the next one. So baby, if it ain't a problem, can I get some of your love? I got options. So baby, if it ain't a problem, can I get some of your love? Alright. That's my favorite song right now, in case you were wondering. Okay, so now we are going to move into the nighttime look using Cobalt Blue, and I'm very excited about this one, so I hope you guys are too. And I really just took off my eye makeup and a little bit of the concealer for fallout reasons. So yeah, since the rest of my face was already done, I was like, I don't really want to redo it and have to put this on again, because I think honestly I'm gonna return this. I don't like it. I think it looks like it's not even sticking in places I didn't even put like things on top of it, and it just looks really bad, like where my bronzer is and all that. So I think I'm gonna return this bad boy. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and prime my eyes again because I took off all my eye makeup. Oh, sick eye boogie, sister. So to set that down, I'm going to dive into my Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm just going to take my 224 and dive into this shade here, which is the shade in Light. And I'm just going to set down that primer. It's a little shimmery, but I actually kind of like it. So it's more of a satin, I guess you could say. Oh, that's my computer. Computer, shut the hell up. Alright, and for a transition shade, I'm going to dive into this shade right here. This is called Silk Cream. And I'm just going to build that into the crease just a little bit and take it up towards my brow. I'm still holding the dang palette. It's kind of easy for me actually to show you guys what I'm doing and to dip it in right here. I think maybe that's why I do it. Okay, for my crease shade, I'm going to dive into this shade right here, right next to Silk Cream. This is MFEO. And I'm going to use a Zoeva 227 and build this into the crease a little bit and take it a little bit above the crease, not quite as high as the transition shade, but still taking it up there. I still got eye boogies. Dang, girl. Get rid of that shit. And on that same brush, I'm going to be diving into this shade right here. This is Butter. And I'm going to be building that into the crease as well. I love building different colors of browns into the crease. I feel like it just looks really natural and very blended. Alright, now I'm going to take my blending brush and just blend everything. Alright, and I love this Cobalt shade here, but it's a little too sparkly for me. So, what I'm going to do is dive into my Sephora Pro Bright palette. And I'm going to use this matte Cobalt shade here. And, like, it's beautiful, so yeah. Also, I totally could have used this palette while I was doing my Pride-inspired makeup. And I wish I had this palette at the time, but it just wasn't out yet, so there wasn't really anything I could do about it. Sorry. But yeah, so I'm going to take this shade here. This is called Chris. Wait. Chris? That's you? Yes, I'm going to take this shade Chris here and apply this all over the lid. I think it's really cute because this palette has this shade is called Jeffrey, which is my dad's name, and this shade is called Windy G. My mom's name is Wendy, not the G. But this shade right next to it is called Lou, and my mom's middle name is Louise. So it's like, sometimes we call her Wendy Lou, and my middle name is Louise. She calls me Megan Lou. So, I don't know, it's just kind of cute because it's like Jeffrey, Wendy, G, and Lou. I don't know. I thought that was cute, especially since they're like right next to each other, but whatever. So I'm just using this flat shader brush from Morphe and applying this straight to the lid, and there's already a bunch of fallout. Maybe I should have set down a white base. Oh, you know what? Oh well, too late now, girl. So I'm just putting this all over the lid, into the crease, but not really in the crease. Focusing it more on the lower lid and kind of blending it into the crease. So just a little bit with this brush will blend it more. Oh yeah, there's definitely quite a bit of fallout. And don't worry about it being like perfect like cut crease, because that's not really what we're going for here. Or else we would be doing a cut crease, and we're just not. We're just not, Nemo. We're just doing some fun shit, you know? It's actually not bad for not having laid down any sort of concealer or white base. It's pretty pigmented. It's showing up pretty well. It's not patchy at all, which is hard to do sometimes. Getting a bright, vibrant color like this to not be patchy. So I appreciate that. Now I'm going to take my blending brush and ever so lightly blend out the edges here. And I'm going to go back into that, where'd it go, where'd it go, where'd it go, where'd it go? And I'm going to take that shade Butter again and use that on the outer edge here to help blend just a little bit. I feel like I say just a little bit, like just a little bit. I'm just kidding, I totally say it a lot. My camera just shut off and it's like the noise scared the shit out of me. I had the hiccups. So I'm just intensifying that blue where we lost some intensity from blending. Alright, for highlights, I'm going to dip into this shade here. This is the shade. This is the shade Ice, which I feel like is very appropriate. And I'm just going to lightly put this on the brow bone. It's very intense, very glittery, lots of fallouts. I like it. I'm feeling that. Girl. Yes, ma'am. So I'm going to dive back into my NARS pot concealer. And using my Zoeva buffer, this 142, I'm going to touch up that. I don't know why I just tapped this in here and tried to tap it off. Not used to pot concealers. Almost did it again. Jesus. I just dropped the lid and dug my finger in there so much. That's like my worst feeling ever. Makeup underneath my nails. It makes me want to, like, I want to cry. I want to cry. I might. To set that, I'm going to be using my Velvetizer again just to make everything flow, and use my L'Oreal sponge. Alright, diving back into that shade Ice, I'm just going to take my pinky and swirl it around and put this in the inner corner. Ooh! It's so pretty. I'm going to draw on a wing using my Tarte Tartist eyeliner. For my lower lash line, I'm going to take that blue shade and that same brush and just kind of lightly dust it on the bottom. And on this Zoeva 234 brush, I'm just going to use this to blend out that blue. For mascara, I'm going to be using Too Faced Better Than Sex on my top and bottom lashes. Alright y'all, so this is, oh wait, lips. For lips, I'm just going to be using my Buxom White Russian Plumping Lip Gloss, if I can get it open. Too much lotion, hello. Try not to make my skin look too scaly for y'all. Alright y'all, so this is the look that I came up with for nighttime Cobalt. You can also wear it during the day too. I just thought that this one would be better for nighttime versus the just blue eyeliner. So yeah, I hope that you guys like this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Give it a thumbs down if you didn't. And yeah. Don't forget to comment suggestions on any videos you'd like to see in the future. I'm trying to move from 2 videos a week to 3. So yes. Please leave some comments down below on what you would like to see. And yeah. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.